It's been phenomenal, man. So I think perhaps the most interesting thing was at the time I started, I had not launched my law firm yet. So I was actually in the process of planning it. And that's when I found you, and I kind of wanted to understand what did I need to put in place. So between then and now, I actually launched a law firm in May of last year, and I started the YouTube channel around about that time as well. And between then and now, I just hit 4,000 subscribers this past weekend, and all of my leads come through YouTube, and my Calendly is booked out by a month and a half ago.
Amazing.
All right. Yeah. So as I speak, I'm currently trying to retain a team of VAs to handle my free 15-minute calls because I'm swamped. So I'm actually training them, and I mean, I took the advice you gave, and rather than trying to pay an arm and a leg to somebody here in Canada, I've gone and I've sourced a team internationally, and they're quite good at what they're doing, and they've started doing that. So I'm scaling up using some of the principles that you've taught.
Amazing, amazing. So, I kind of there's a transition of teaching legal funnel where kind of taught recently that first is about getting clients, then the second part is about automating it, and then once you have the system down, then it's about scaling it. So you're right. Officially have graduated the first stage. Now you're in the automation stage, which is more about systems, delegation, using Zapier and all these tools to kind of take things off your hands. So congrats to you, Donovan. I'm so proud of you. Honestly, from the very beginning, I noticed, I'm like, as soon as I
Thank
started
you.
seeing you doing it, I'm like, yes, yes, this is so good. I'm like, continue at it. And you kept at it, since then. Um, you shared that you have 4,000 subscribers. That actually I have about the
Yeah.
same. I have about 4,200, I believe, myself. And also I've noticed that most of my uh, clients from my own law firm actually are coming from YouTube. Even though I've done SEO for 6 years, imagine none of that, none of the SEO matters versus one
Yeah.
person in your law firm making videos, and posting it three or four times a week. So amazing, great
Yeah.
job. Um, and yeah, if you can tell us about the funnel itself, also how that's been for you.
Well, you know what? Once I set that funnel up, when you taught us that session, I really haven't tinkered with it much. The one thing I'm very disciplined about is I direct all traffic to the funnel. Okay, so I use that subdomain name. I don't direct traffic to my website. I direct traffic to the funnel, and then the funnel does its job. But I honestly don't spend much time tinkering with it. And as far as I can see, it's doing its job. So yeah,
Great. Yeah. That's if it's already, if it's already working, converting, and if you're booked the next month and a half. So yeah, I wouldn't touch it if I were you. But you did follow, you did put up your funnel, which is like the big part. You did fill it up. That
mm-hmm,
means you did,
mm-hmm,
make the language match exactly what you do. You did make your mini
right,
video, which a lot of people get stuck at, which, again, I teach mini video just because you don't have to sit there and make this long video, which is also very hard. So
right.
you did do that. You did fill it up. And the fact that you did fill it up and you put it up is 80% of it, which you did. So
Yeah.
that's
I
great.
did, I did have to redo my videos recently, actually, because my previous videos talked about me. You'll get a call with me and so on and so forth. But now, if I'm having a team that's going to be client facing, I've had to kind of redo them for that purpose. But that would have been the only significant change that I've made.
Nice. Very nice. And I'm sure your
Yeah,
language also kind of changed, kind of now that you talk to so many people during your schedule, but now you know exactly what their pain points are. So always start off
that's right.
talking about those pain points. Again, pain point,
That's right.
proof,
Yeah,
the benefits, and call to action.
yeah,
Um,
that's right.
and
That's right.
everybody, all your
So that
clients
works.
kind of pre-qualify themselves and they kind of get nurtured through that video, which is pretty much through the funnel. So it makes the conversation, can you share about that? Like conversation is a little bit easier versus, cold call.
It's phenomenal. You have clients coming through to you who you've not met before, and it's as if they know you personally. So you've already the videos have kind of helped you to break down all of those barriers before the client gets to you. Plus, you know that whoever is coming to you is somebody who is quite comfortable with you already, so you don't have to grapple with all of those issues that you ordinarily would have to if people were coming to you through, say, Google Ads or some other means that did not involve video. So it's definitely an effective channel.
Amazing. And then the reason why I shared Donovan's case study is, again, and also there's the same reason that I share my own stuff. I'm not trying to brag or whatever. We're not trying to make think brag. It's to open up your mind that it is possible. That's the first level. And second is, if it's possible for Donovan, if it's possible for me, if it's possible for other students, it's definitely possible for you at the next level. And the third is, kind of not using that as inspiration and motivation to go get it yourself. We get a lot of people talk to us on the phone. Well, it does work. I'm like, yeah, like the idea is it does work. The only common denominator, if it doesn't work, is just you. So if it just really comes down to you actually following through, listening to the thing and applying it. And if you're applying it and you stay patient, you stick it through, yes, it does work. But it takes your
Absolutely.
effort to kind of apply.
Yes. And uh, persons who are being taught this, you have to apply it as you go. Had I not done that, then I probably would not have implemented some of the strategies that you suggested. So, I kind of did it on the fly. And as you like to say, it wasn't perfect, but it was done.
Exactly.
And
Love it.
that worked.
You
Yeah.
mentioned some things about like the next level. So what do you think we can bring that clarity of, in 6 to 12 months? What do you think your law firm is going to look like?
Yeah, I wanted to get to a stage where it doesn't depend on me. I can't say in terms of people or number of persons or that kind of a thing, but I'd like to get to a point where I feel a lot more independent of the firm. So that's kind of my goal in the next year, to have people on board who are going to be able to do the stuff that I do, and that then would free me up to kind of do some of the more big picture things.
Great. Great. What I'm gonna do, Donovan, I'm gonna re-email you module 2. Actually, I brought up the module that's all about delegation. Brought it back up to
Okay.
module 2. There's some new things I may have added in there since session 1. I think also I know for
Okay.
sure that there's an onboarding protocol which I never didn't share with our session 1 students. I'll share that with you, which will make your onboarding and hiring easier. It means you create this kind of
Okay.
system procedure kind of thing where you create it once, and then not for every time
Hmm.
you hire somebody, you don't have to keep training them. You just send them to this document that kind of does the training for you.
Brilliant.
So
Yep.
I'll
That
definitely
would be
email that to you.
helpful.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
For
Other than
sure.
that, I'm proud of you. I'm happy. This makes me honest. This is like the reason, you know, the money and one thing is like a whole other thing, but really the ultimately like getting actually seeing that kind of vision of like why I teach and do a thing is this case studies and kind of seeing other people's success. So I'm super happy, Donovan.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no problem, man. You're offering a lot of value here, and I think anybody who goes through the program and implements it will see some significant returns. I would say within 4 to 6 months of having gone through the program and having implemented it.
Great. Yeah, long-term minded,
Yeah,
right? It's because again, I'm taking
yeah,
things that took me 6 years to figure out myself. So obviously, it's very hard to just take that, try to apply and expect things within 6 to 12 weeks. So as you said, yes, definitely at least minimum 4 to 6 months, maybe even more.
yeah,
And also your
yeah.
success, as you shared, your success always leads what you've done 6 months before, 6 to 12 months before. So whatever you do now, you don't see it until 6 to 12 months later. So always have that in mind for everybody. When people
Good to know.
like I'm not doing well or whatever it is, because you don't get the result right away. That's just not how it works. A farmer doesn't plant the seed and get the plant that day. You have to plant and then
Same
wait
there.
for the next season. So it's the same thing
That's
in
right.
life. So thank you so much,
That's
Donovan.
right.
I know you got to run to another meeting. I don't want to
Yeah.
keep you up. And I also
Thank
promised
you.
you,
Thanks for the opportunity.
sure. And I also promised you another meeting. So to think so, yeah, email me. Let's set that up. I'll be
Yeah.
happy to give you the whatever I can, whatever advice I can give you.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, Sam. All
Thank
the
you so
best.
much. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
All right, guys. I hope you guys got a kick out of that. Donovan from session 1 was a session 1 student who took the legal funnel concepts, and now as you guys heard, he's booked, entirely booked for the next month and a half, literally overbooked for the next month and a half, which is crazy. It's amazing. And now he's working and now and pretty much on the second part of the second stage of your law firm growth, which is delegation and automation. It's pretty much hiring more, creating systems and getting things off your hands so that you don't become the bottleneck of your own law firm. So that's the stage is at. It makes me so happy to kind of see that success stories. If our other legal funnel students from session 1 through 5, if you guys want to be part of case study, um, you guys will just join me on a Facebook Live just like this. And also in exchange, I'll give you guys 30 minutes private call with me. We will kind of talk things out and see, I can kind of refocus you guys, kind of figure out exactly where you guys are, and then kind of give you good advice of exactly what you should do next. I'm pretty good at macro stuff, so I could figure out exactly once I understand where you guys are and what you guys are struggling with, I could kind of refocus and give you guys let you guys know exactly what you need to do next. Because again, I've done this over and over. It's a good cookie cutter process for me. Kind of set these up, generate clients, create the systems, and then move on and keep doing this. And I have God knows how many of these. I have like 10 to 15, maybe possibly 20 of these projects going on at the same time. With legal funnel being one of them. All right, guys. Hope that was helpful. If there you guys got value or anything from this, please give this video a like and comment below if you have any questions. If you haven't joined Legal Funnel, go to legalfunnel.com/video, the 15-minute video. If the video resonates with you, click the button on that page to apply. You'll be talking to either Drew or Kalinda. We're currently teaching session 6. We're already 6 sessions into this Legal Funnel coaching program with 130 students who have enrolled with with many success stories. I'll be trying to bring on more success stories for you guys to share that with you guys to show you guys that it is completely possible. All right. Just give this video a like, by the way, when you see this.